Securing tray cable is indeed a requirement to prevent movement in the event of a fault. This is supported by both the National Electrical Code, specifically NEC 392.12b, and ANSI/TIA standards outlined in TIR-569D Section 3.45. NEC 392.12b explicitly states the tray cable shall be securely fastened with straps or other approved means within the cable tray to prevent movement within the tray in the event of a fault in the cable. ANSI/TIR-569D TIR-569D Section 3.45 similarly mandates that tray cable shall be secured within the tray to prevent movement in the event of a fault in the cable. The rationale behind this requirement is that unsecured tray cable can move around within the tray during a fault condition. This movement can lead to damage to the cable itself as well as to surrounding conductors. By using tie wraps or straps, you prevent this movement, ensuring the integrity of the cable installation and preventing unnecessary damage. Several methods are approved for securing tray cable. These include 1. Tie wraps, 2. Straps, 3. Cable ties, and 4. Velcro straps. While the NEC does not specify the exact frequency with which tray cable should be secured, industry best practices recommend securing it every 18 to 24 inches. This spacing helps to adequately restrain the cable and prevent excessive movement. In conclusion, securing tray cable with tie wraps or other straps is a mandatory requirement to prevent movement in the event of a fault. This requirement is supported by both the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards and is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical installations. This practice helps to maintain the integrity of the cable system and prevent potential hazards or damage that could result from cable movement during a fault condition. When installing tray cable, it is important to be aware of the requirements outlined in NEC 392.12b and TIR-569D Section 3.45. By adhering to these standards, you can ensure that the cable is properly secured and that the electrical installation is safe and reliable. Securing tray cable is not just a best practice, it is a code requirement and a critical safety measure. Ignoring this requirement could lead to violations, potential hazards, and increased risk of damage to the electrical system. Therefore, it is essential to always secure tray cable in accordance with the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards. It's also important to note that different types of tray cable may have specific installation requirements. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions and relevant codes to ensure that the cable is installed correctly. Additionally, it is crucial to use approved materials and methods for securing the cable. Avoid using makeshift or non-approved methods, as these may not provide adequate support and could compromise the safety of the installation. When selecting tie wraps or straps, choose those that are specifically designed for use with tray cable. These materials are typically made of durable, non-conductive materials that can withstand the stresses and environmental conditions associated with cable tray installations. Furthermore, consider the size and weight of the tray cable when determining the appropriate spacing and securing methods. Larger, heavier cables may require more frequent securing and stronger straps or tie wraps. Regularly inspect tray cable installations to ensure that the securing methods are still effective. Over time, tie wraps or straps can degrade or become loose, potentially compromising the integrity of the installation. Replace any damaged or worn securing materials promptly to maintain the safety and reliability of the electrical system. Remember, the primary purpose of securing tray cable is to prevent movement during a fault condition. This movement can cause damage to the cable and surrounding conductors, leading to potential hazards such as short circuits, ground faults, and fires. By properly securing the cable, you can significantly reduce these risks and ensure the safety of personnel and equipment. In addition to preventing movement during a fault, securing tray cable can also help to prevent the cable from sagging or drooping over time. This can improve the appearance of the installation and prevent the cable from interfering with other equipment or personnel. When installing tray cable in areas where it may be exposed to physical damage, consider using additional protection measures such as cable trays with covers or conduit. These measures can help to protect the cable from impact, abrasion, and other potential hazards. Also, be aware that some jurisdictions may have additional requirements for securing tray cable. Always consult with local authorities and inspectors to ensure that your installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. Failure to comply with these requirements could result in fines, penalties, or even the shutdown of your electrical system. Ultimately, securing tray cable is a critical aspect of electrical safety and reliability. By following the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards, using approved materials and methods, and regularly inspecting your installations, you can help to ensure that your electrical system is safe, efficient, and reliable for years to come. Don't underestimate the importance of this seemingly simple task. Securing tray cable is a vital part of any electrical installation and should always be performed with care and attention to detail. Keep in mind that the information provided here is for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer before installing or modifying any electrical system. They can provide specific recommendations based on your unique circumstances and ensure that your installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. In summary, securing tray cable is a non-negotiable requirement for electrical installations. It's mandated by the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards, essential for preventing cable movement during faults, and crucial for ensuring electrical safety and reliability. Approved methods like tie wraps, straps, cable ties, and Velcro straps should be used every 18 to 24 inches, although specific spacing may vary based on cable size and weight. Regular inspections and adherence to local codes are also essential. By prioritizing tray cable security, you are contributing to a safer and more efficient electrical system. When selecting securing materials, consider factors like durability, non-conductivity, and compatibility with the cable tray environment. Choose materials specifically designed for tray cable applications to ensure they can withstand the stresses and environmental conditions. Also, pay attention to the installation environment. In areas with high vibration or extreme temperatures, stronger securing methods may be necessary. Proper grounding of the cable tray system is also important for electrical safety. Ensure the cable tray is properly grounded according to NEC requirements to provide a path for fault current and minimize the risk of electrical shock. Documentation of the tray cable installation is also crucial. Keep records of the type of cable used, securing methods employed, and inspection dates. This documentation can be helpful for future maintenance and troubleshooting. Furthermore, remember that proper cable management within the tray is also essential. Avoid overcrowding the tray, as this can restrict airflow and increase the risk of overheating. Arrange cables neatly and organize them to prevent tangling and strain. Consider using cable separators or dividers within the tray to further improve cable management. Training is another key aspect of ensuring proper tray cable installation. Ensure that all personnel involved in the installation are properly trained on the NEC and ANSI/TIA requirements, as well as best practices for securing tray cable. Continuous education and training can help prevent errors and improve the overall quality of the installation. The use of appropriate tools is also crucial for proper tray cable installation. Use cable cutters or shears designed for cutting tray cable without damaging the conductors. Avoid using tools that can crush or deform the cable, as this can compromise its integrity. When tightening tie wraps or straps, avoid over-tightening them, as this can damage the cable insulation. Use a torque limiting tool if necessary to ensure that the proper tension is applied. Also, be aware of the potential for corrosion in certain environments. In areas with high humidity or exposure to corrosive chemicals, use corrosion-resistant materials for securing tray cable. Regularly inspect the securing materials for signs of corrosion and replace them as needed. In addition to the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards, consult other relevant industry standards and best practices for tray cable installation. These resources can provide additional guidance and recommendations for ensuring a safe and reliable installation. Collaboration between different trades is also essential for successful tray cable installations. Coordinate other trades, such as mechanical and plumbing, to ensure that the cable tray system does not interfere with their work and that they do not damage the cable tray system during their installations. Regular maintenance of the tray cable system is also important. Inspect the system periodically for signs of damage, corrosion, or loose connections. Clean the cable tray regularly to remove dust and debris that can accumulate and potentially cause overheating. Remember that electrical safety is a shared responsibility. By following the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards, using approved materials and methods, and regularly inspecting your installations, you can help to ensure that your electrical system is safe for yourself, your colleagues, and the public. Securing tray cable is a small but crucial part of this overall effort. Always prioritize safety and adhere to the applicable codes and regulations. Stay informed about the latest updates and changes to the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards. These standards are constantly evolving to reflect new technologies and best practices. By staying up to date, you can ensure that your installations are always in compliance with the latest requirements. In conclusion, securing tray cable is not just a recommendation, it's a fundamental requirement for electrical safety and reliability. It's mandated by the NEC and ANSI/TIA standards and should be treated with the utmost importance. Use approved methods, follow best practices, and regularly inspect your installations to ensure a safe and efficient electrical system. Remember, electrical safety is everyone's responsibility, and securing tray cable is a vital part of that responsibility. By following these guidelines, you can contribute to a safer and more reliable electrical infrastructure.